First off, I'd like to thank everyone for coming. Well, Mom, you figured it out, how to get us all together. And what a tough act to follow. They wrote that song over the last couple days. So, in this world, there's different types of heroes. There's a hero like my father, who was a military hero, and then you have the unsung heroes like my mother. When she was about 11 years old, she was in Berlin while the bombs were falling. She survived that. It made us stronger because we knew what she had survived. About 15 years later, she met my dad, had a bunch of kids. And Dad went off to war. Mom had to be the one to run the household. I remember a story when Dad came back from Vietnam, Ray and I, Mom let us grow our hair really long. We were just kids. Dad came home, took us to the barber shop, and we got buzz cuts. And when we got back, Mom sure lit into Dad. She was like, no, that is not happening around here. And then my father went on to serve for our government. Not that he was a spy or anything like that, but he had to do a lot of traveling. So Mom really had to be there for us. She really had to play both parents' parts. There was a time after Dad passed, my sister Sarah and I, and my mom, who loved horror movies, were watching a Jason movie. And at the end of the movie, the villain explodes. And then the camera pans and finds Jason's beating heart, and my mom, who I'd never heard cuss before in my life, just yelled out, "Bullsh!" And she finished it. Sarah and I looked at each other like, and then we looked at her and she's like, and that, other than hearing a few German cuss words, was the only time I've heard her cuss in her life. She lived her life volunteering. People at the VFW know. Just everywhere she went, she was a volunteer. She gave her time, she gave her money, and she always had more to give even when she was out of time and out of money. She always found a way to give more. And we loved her for that, the fact that she was able to spread so much love to so many people. As we're coming to the end of her life, we were able to get her on a couple more trips. We got her to the El Paso Zoo, and we got her to the New Mexico Farm and Ranch Heritage Museum. And when we were there, Jessica said to me last night, she said, at least she got to pet the donkey. And we loved that. We got pictures of it. It was an amazing thing. After that, it was a fast decline in her health. I'm so fortunate for my brother Ray, because he was able to come and help me get her home. But when we got home, it was such a surprise. She got a burst of adrenaline. We don't know where it came from, but she all of a sudden was singing with us, singing German songs with us, and she said, I'm getting my voice back. And just 24 hours earlier, she couldn't even get a word out. And it was just amazing to see. I put her dog on her, she was petting her dog, and 4 hours later she passed with family around her, holding her hands, touching her, singing and talking to her. And she passed peacefully. There was no pain, and that was a beautiful thing. If there was any non-service member that I felt deserved a military service, it's my mom, because of what she gave. She was most proud in her life to become an American citizen. So at this time, I'd like to ask you to rise. Please stand. Let this flag represent all she's done in her life and her dedication to the United States of America.